What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today, and I would like to say welcome back to the third Midnight Suns video for today. Now, if you haven't already seen my first two videos, which was the reaction and then the information dump, I would recommend that you guys go ahead and check that out. This video specifically is going to be going over the pieces of information that we were able to pull that gives us a bit more insight into the game. This is the breakdown here, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Now, first up are Hydra, as you know, you can see here. So Hydra are going to be, well, next to Lilith, they're going to be the main villains of the game, with various characters like Crossbones and Sabretooth that are going to be aiming for the Hunter and their group of heroes in order to, take them out because they're trying to interfere with their plans. Hydra started messing around with supernatural objects and whatnot, and accidentally, well, I won't say accidentally because I don't believe we know yet, but they ended up waking up Lilith. They are the reason for her resurrection, and now they're trying to control Lilith's power for herself. But necessarily that's not going to go their way because, as we all know, it's Hydra. Hydra tends to mess up, and in this universe, right, Lilith is stated to be matched up with Thanos in terms of power. So she's an absolute powerhouse in the supernatural world. So that means that us, the players, not only are we going to have to deal with Lilith and her fallen, her children, we're also going to have to deal with Hydra consistently jumping in, trying to mess up our plans because they're Nazis and they think they think everything belongs to them. No, that's not how that works. The next piece of information that we have would be relating to the roster. So it was said that the Midnight Suns are made up of former Avengers. I do say that because the word former was used implying that certain characters like Iron Man and Captain Marvel may no longer be with the team. They just so happen to be there because their paths ended up crossing with the Suns and they're there to help. Like, for example, in some of the previous trailers, we saw Avengers Tower being attacked, and the only person we saw there was Captain Marvel. And I believe in this trailer, like we saw with Johnny Blaze and whatnot, it seems as if Iron Man's introduction gets here with Doctor Strange. Now, I don't know for sure if that's how it's going to be, but in terms of the lore of the game going forward, because like each character has their own backstory and different things that you're going to be able to find out, I feel like having them be former Avengers would definitely be like a cool plot point, because I would like to find out as to why the team broke up and why they're not together anymore. Now, speaking of Johnny Blaze, we have a appearance of him, right? I guess you can kind of like piggyback off of that and say that Johnny essentially was a part of the original Midnight Suns team, because in the comics, Johnny was a part of the original team. He might have actually been the original creator, him and Danny Ketch. I don't fully remember, but it was nice of them to include him. And Johnny could also tie into Robbie's inclusion, which is the newest Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes. For those of you that don't know, he's the one with the tricked out muscle card. Now, as we can see, the Hunter here, the Hunter is going to be fully customizable in terms of gender, appearance, and more. So you're really going to be able to make your character look exactly how you want it. But remember, that character is still going to be the child of Lilith. Boy or girl, whichever gender you are, it's up to you. It's completely up to you. We accept everybody over here. Now, the Abbey, right, which is going to be our base of operations, that sits on the grounds of Old Salem. Yes, that one. The Salem where the Salem witch trials once took place. It's kind of ironic that, Agatha and the Abbey are set up. It came all the way over from Transylvania. It's here in the States. It's here in the States, and it's in Salem. And they're witches. It's funny, right? It's funny. That's funny. So the Abbey is fully explorable, and the more you progress in the story, the more of the grounds that will open up to you. So there could be hidden rooms and areas inside of the Abbey itself, and then there could also be areas in the forest surrounding the Abbey. Like, there could even be something underneath the training arena, for example, that you might be able to find. It's just like, if you're one of those people that tends to like really get into the lore lore of the game, if you like collection, you want to find out each and every piece right down to the finite detail, then you might appreciate that aspect of the game, right? Now, in terms of the roster, again, being able to bond and connect with the characters in the Abbey, that's kind of been described as like a Saturday morning cartoon kind of vibe with how campy some of like the back and forth is. But it seems as if Firaxis definitely hit home in terms of the characters and their representations, because they feel how they're supposed to feel. Like Spider-Man is friendly and neighborly, wisecracks everywhere. You can never make a Spider-Man without wisecracks. And Strange has that kind of old wise, I'm annoyed but I'ma still deal with this vibe kind of going on, right? The characters are true to themselves and they're consistent with what you see. So like I'm pretty happy about that. I would imagine you guys are as well. Now, going back to what I said before about being able to bond and connect with them, leveling up your friendship with the characters and spending time with them will grant you the ability to unlock new abilities for that character, and then their Midnight Sun team outfit, which unlocks a special ultimate ability, which I believe can only be used with that suit. Now, multiple playthroughs would be recommended if you want to bond and become friends with everybody, because it is not possible to do so all in one playthrough. I believe the max you can do in one playthrough is maybe 3 to 4 friendships, 3 to 4 max friendships. Only so many people can be in your inner circle. So I would say pick who you want in there and then focus on them. Like it could be your favorite characters or just people that you feel might like have some really solid gameplay that you want to try out. Pick them, focus on them, and then you should be fine going forward, right? It should be smooth sailing. Now, every character has a deck of 4 attack and 4 support cards that can be leveled up and swapped out whenever you choose to do so if you wish. Now, there is a set number of cards that you can play in a turn, and you're going to be pulling from the combined deck of all 3 characters that you currently have playing. So let's say, for example, if you have Blade, Ghost Rider, and Captain Marvel, right? But you ended up only pulling all cards for Captain Marvel. That means that you're going to be able to go as many times as you're able to with Captain Marvel, because your entire hand are her cards. Like, right? That's a good example. And in terms of dealing with enemies, right, there will be multiple difficulties for the players who truly wants to test their team to the absolute fullest, and enemies are almost endless, right? Reinforcements will keep arriving until you complete the mission objective. Otherwise, you're going to end up being stuck there for a while. Now, out of everything that I've gone through, this is pretty much, I would say, like the Cliff Notes version of everything that I was able to find and jot down, because unfortunately I can't play the game yet. So like there's really nothing else I can say outside of everything that I've seen and that I've been analyzing. If I've missed anything, please let me know down in the comments below what I missed and exactly what I was, so I can try to go back and find them myself. But with that being said, I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, please remember to smack that like, share, and subscribe button, and hit the notifications bell so that you'll never miss out on any of my future content, especially my Midnight Suns related content. And I will catch you all in the moonlight. Peace.
Trying to do it big, trying to live life. Pull it to the club with the bottles on ice. Need a back end by the end of the night. I'm an artiste and a social light. Trying to do it big, trying to live life. Pull it to the club with the bottles on ice. Need a back end by the end of the night. I'm an artiste and a social light.